look how great Bree is sitting. This is exactly what we need to look like. Do you guys remember how yesterday we had the video camera on?
Yeah.
The same thing is going to happen today. So everyone turn around and wave to the camera. Okay, and we're not going to look back at it again. We know it's on, but we're just going to leave it there and we're not going to look at it, okay? Today we also have two visitors. We have Mrs. Reed and Mrs. Tippett. They did not believe me when I told them that you are the best first grade class at Sage Creek Elementary School. So you know what they did? They said, I don't believe you, I'm coming in to watch. So they're here to make sure, to see if I'm really telling the truth. So am I telling the truth?
Yeah.
Yes, we're going to show them that. Okay. Now, who remembers, we've done this the past 2 days, who remembers what the word sequence means? I love how Bree just sat straight and tall and raised her hand. Bree?
It means to put things in order.
Good, to put the events in a story in order. That's right. Why is it important to put events in order? Why is that important? What do you think, Carla? You're sitting so straight and tall. Why is it important to put the events in order? Do you need help from a friend? Okay, what do you think, Clinton?
I think it means that it makes it like or else it
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Now imagine, Josie, Isaac, here please. Imagine if you are telling a story, telling your mom about school, and you said, Mom, first I got to school and I did my 5 goodbyes. Then I ate lunch. Then I did spelling. Would that make any sense?
No.
Is that the order of what you do it in? No, that wouldn't make any sense. So we need to make sure we tell in order. Yes, Eve?
If you don't put it
In sequence.
you won't know, your mom won't like, and if you're telling your mom's story, it won't make sense.
You're right. It wouldn't make any sense. Okay. Now who remembers back to plant day? When we talked about what happens when a plant grows. Does everyone remember that? And we had these posters. Does everyone remember that? Who thinks that they could put these posters in sequence? I'm looking for 5 people who are sitting up tall in their pockets. Oh, Ethan, you so quietly raised your hand. Here's one poster. Now I'm giving you these out of order, so you need to put them in order when you get it. So you can come right over here. Okay, and Louise, would you like to be this one? Oh, and Josie, and Eve, and Alex. All right, what is the order that these would go in? Do you remember? So right here, Ethan it's kind of starting to sprout. and growing petals.
Josie.
Who's first?
Josie. Me.
Well, look what Alex has. What's yours, Alex?
And then her.
Planting a seed, so Alex is first. Who's second? Josie. Third is Eve. Okay, so what's this first one?
A seed.
Planting a seed. Second, can you hold it so everyone can see? What happens second?
You plant it.
Well, we planted it here, but what is he
water
doing?
it.
You water it. Okay, what about Eve?
Sprouting.
And it's growing, sprouting. Good word, Bree. Okay, and let's look at Ethan's.
Growing.
It's starting to grow, and Luis.
Grow.
It is grown to a full sunflower. Great, you guys were so great at putting that all the way in sequential order. Can I please have these posters back? Okay.
These are my teacher's posters.
Yeah, I just borrowed them from Mrs. Sorensen. Thanks, Ethan. Okay, so today what we're going to do, and I want you to be thinking of this as you are, as we're doing our activities, that I can correctly sequence the events in a book. So we're going to read a book called The Pumpkin. And we're going to put these
In order.
events in order. Do you remember when we did this yesterday? What book did we do it yesterday with?
With a pig.
The Pig, Mrs. Wishy-Washy. Yes, we did that many times, didn't we? Okay, this is not what I want to say. There we go. Okay. So, as I'm reading this book, I'm going to be thinking, what is the sequence of events in this story? Okay? So, this book is called The Pumpkin. pumpkin. Jimkin, Jumpkin, we all have a pumpkin. Brother hoed the pumpkin. Now, who knows what a hoe is? It's right here. What is that? Oh, Alex? Oh, I'm looking for someone whose voice is off. Celeste, you raised your hand so quietly. Do you need help from a friend? Lindsay, what do you think it is?
A shovel.
Yeah, it kind of is like a shovel. It has little
What kind of
spikes on the end, and it just loosens up the dirt.
A rake.
Yeah, it looks kind of like a rake. So brother hoed the pumpkin. Jimkin, Jumpkin will all have pumpkin. Father watered the pumpkin. Jimkin, Jumpkin will all have pumpkin. Look how huge this pumpkin is growing.
Look at the other.
Yeah, there's a little baby pumpkin. Mother picked the pumpkin. Jimkin, Jumpkin will all have pumpkin. I cut the pumpkin and put it in a pot. Jimkin, Jumpkin we all had pumpkin. So what are they doing right here? They're eating the pumpkin that they grew. Great. Okay. So now that we've read this story, I'm going to think. Oh, Alex, is that appropriate? Yes, Lindsay. Okay, we're going to talk about that in just a second. What we're going to do is we're going to make a story in sequence. I already kind of made one to show you what it's going to look like. But it's going to be a strip of paper. Let's go like this. So first I have the title, which is The Pumpkin. And then I put by Miss Denton. And then at the bottom you'll see that there is number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So on each square, I drew a picture of what happens at that point in the story. Can you see that? So this is what we're going to be making, but first, we're all going to make one together so that you can see what it's going to look like. So can I have everyone move to the outside the edges of the carpet?
That was easy. You need outside. I need my pillow.
Oh, nope. You can sit on the side, otherwise you're not going to all see. Okay, now I have a giant one. Is this how big yours is going to be? No, I just made it this big so that everyone can see. It's going to be really big when it's all the way out. Look how big this is. Can you believe that? Yours is not going to be that big. Yours is going to be about as big as one I showed you before. But the first thing I think of is, okay, what was the title of the book? It was The Pumpkin. So under title, oh, our voices need to be off, Celeste. Under title, I'm going to write The Pumpkin. You sure can. Okay, The Pumpkin. Can everyone see how I wrote that? Just like that. Now I'm going to write, oh, we need to move some over you can see. There's some spots right over there. By Miss Denton. Okay. Now, let me think. What happened very first? Okay, Alex. What happened very first? That's right. They planted the seed. So I'm going to draw some dirt, and I'm going to draw, let's see if I can get this upside down. I'm going to draw a seed, just like that. This is my seed. I'm going to draw a little arrow because it's going into the dirt. And, you know, I'm going to add some details. I'm going to add a sun up here because I know that there will be sun. So that's where the seed's going to go. And I'm going to take out my crayons and I'm going to color it with lots of color, which I have some crayons.
I know what I need.
It kind of looks
They
like
are
a
over
flower
here.
under the.
What?
Kind of looks like a flower.
I have some crayons. I'm going to color my seed. My seed's going to be orange because it's a pumpkin seed. And then I'm going to get some brown because the earth is brown.
Everybody knows that.
Yeah, earth and dirt is the same thing. And I'm going to color my sun. Let's color it yellow.
That's
Okay.
pretty color.
Now, thank you. Now, what happened second? Can I have someone come up and show me and draw a little picture of what happened second in order? Does anyone remember? Josie, would you like to come up and draw? Which one are you going to draw it in? So who remembers what happened second? So we can maybe remind Josie. Do you remember Eve? Yeah. Oh, right before the.
I
before
know.
the rain. Do you know, Celeste?
They raked it.
Yeah, they raked or a hoe. Do you know how to draw a rake? All right, let's try to draw a rake. While she's drawing that, let's think. What happened third? So first, we planted the seed. Second, they hoed or raked the dirt. Third, oh, that's great. Third, what happened?
I know.
Elise. What happened? You don't know? Okay.
I
You know-
remember.
oh, I'm looking for someone whose voice is off. Lindsay raised her hand so quietly. What happened third? They watered it. Would you like to draw that? Okay, so while she's drawing the seed being watered, let's think. What happened fourth? What happened fourth? 3?
They picked it.
Picked it. Yes. Would you like to come up and draw that? You can use this crayon for that. Which one are you going to draw it in? Fourth. They picked the pumpkin. And then they watered it.
So you need raindrops.
Okay, so now we have first, they planted the pumpkin seed. Second, they hoed the ground. Well, we're not going to, you just draw with the same color. It's okay. Third, they watered it. Thank you so much, Lindsay. Fourth, they picked the pumpkin seed. What happened fifth? Asher, do you know what happened fifth?
Yes.
What happened?
Eat it. Well. They ate it.
Oh, no, we're not speaking out.
I know.
That's okay. That's okay. Sometimes it's hard to remember. What happened, Ethan? They cut it. Did you already draw one? You did? You did draw one? Okay. So you want to draw them cutting it? Which one is it going to go under? 5. Okay. So first, let's review. First, they planted the pumpkin seed.
Stop.
Second, okay, I'm hearing some voices. We have the voices often be sitting on our pockets. Is on your pockets, actually? Alex, can you please come sit right over here, right by Victoria? Please. Do you want to lose an A? Come sit by Victoria. Okay. First, they planted the pumpkin seed. Second, they raked the ground. Third, what happened? They watered it. Fourth, what happened?
They cut it. Water it.
Picked it.
They picked it. Fifth, what happened? They cut it. Now what happened very, very last? I'm looking for someone who's sitting straight up. Alex, on their pockets. Let's see, who's not had a chance yet? You have not. Victoria, what happened sixth? They ate it.
We did actually.
They did mix it because they put it in a pot. Okay, so while she's drawing that, what happened first? Let's all say it together. They planted the seed. Second, they hoed it. Third, Alex, eyes up here. They watered it. Fourth, they picked it. Fifth,
They cut it.
they cut it. And then sixth,
They ate it.
they ate it. Look, we just made our own board of sequenced events. So now we are going to do our same thing. Alex, if your eyes are not up here, you're not going to know what to do and you're going to lose an A. Okay, these are the sequence of events. So when you go back to your seat, I'm going to give you a paper that looks kind of like this. Just like what I showed you before. It's like this, but a smaller version. So right here where it says title, you're going to put the title, which is, what's the title? The pumpkin. Right here when it says bye, you're going to put
Your name.
your name. And then when it says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you're going to write the sequence of what happened with the pumpkin. Do you think you can do that?
Yeah.
All right, let's all go back to our seats, and I'm going to pass you one of these. All right, that looks great, Victoria. I sure can. That is a tricky word.